You are now listening to part 2, plant cells, of the virtual Plant and Animal Cells lab. Make sure that you have already completed part 1 before you begin this tutorial. We're now going to look at plant cells. Before you begin, you need to answer these questions. Use your worksheet to provide the answers. The first question says, what is the function of chloroplasts? Remember that function means job, so what does the chloroplast do? You can find this information in your notebooks. You might look at your plant cell page, and we added that word chloroplast to it. Take a look at your notebook, see if you can find the answer, and you're going to write it here. You do not need to use complete sentences. Question 2 says, name 2 structures found in plant cells but not animal cells. 2 structures. So this would be 2 organelles. Again, you can look at your notebook. We did a Venn diagram in class where we compared animal and plant cells. In the middle of the Venn diagram, it showed all the things that plant and animal cells have in common. But on the right, it showed the 2 structures that plant cells have that animal cells do not. Number 3 says, name 3 structures found in plant cells and in animal cells. So this would be the center part of your Venn diagram. Take a look at that and you can find the answers for number 3. And lastly, number 4, what structure surrounds the cell membrane in plants and gives the cells support? So again, you're going to turn to your plant cell page in your notebook, and there's a structure that goes around the outside of the cell membrane and gives the plant support, the plant cell support. So you're going to put that name of that structure right there. When you're finished, you are going to move on to part A, onion cells. So it says use the online link to look at the images of onion cells as they would be seen under a microscope. Draw the cells at each magnification and label the cell wall, nucleus, and cytoplasm on your high-power drawing. You're going to need to go back to this link right here, and when you click on it, it's going to pull up the images themselves. Now you're welcome to use that virtual microscope and look at the onion root. But right now, this is the picture of all 3 that you need, all 3 powers. So if you look here, this is the lowest power. This is what onion cells look like at the lowest power. So on your worksheet, you're going to put that right here, this scanning power. So you're going to draw, or sketch rather, this image in this circle. The next one, this is at 100 times. This one, you're going to sketch in the second circle. And then for the high power, you're going to use this one. So you're going to sketch this into the high power one right here. Now don't forget, once you do that third one, that you need to label the cell wall, nucleus, and cytoplasm on this drawing. Finally, Elidea cells. You're going to do the same thing here. And if you scroll down right here, okay, this shows you Elidea cells, okay, and this is actually the same thing. So here's your low power. So this picture is going to go into this one, and then we're going to do high power, which is going to be this one right here. So you can actually use these 2 drawings. So you're just going to sketch these right into these 2 boxes. And then make sure you label chloroplast, cell wall, and cytoplasm in this picture. The last thing you have left to do are answer these 3 questions. Describe the shape and location of chloroplasts. Why were no chloroplasts found in the onion cell? Hint, think about where you find onions. And number 3, which type of cell was smaller, the onion cell or the Elidea cell? This concludes part 2 of your virtual plant and animal lab. Once you complete your worksheet, you can make sure your name and period are on that and turn that into the turn-in drawer.